Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage for the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Here we go. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I slept. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Well, no, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I'm tired of this shit. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, it's the detox. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I would never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. I'm so tired of this shit. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again.
Hey there. Welcome to the Overcomers of Relapse podcast. I am D, your host. This is episode 6 of season 3 for my podcast. So welcome to all listeners out there. It is great to share this experience with you. I just want to put this out there right from the beginning. This podcast is not only pertaining to relapse as far as drugs, alcohol, or any other addictions. We are open to all topics. However, our main topic is why do we have addictive behaviors and how can we overcome them? On episode 6 of season 3, I would like to use for a topic, are you cool or a fool? This was going to be kind of light, funny, but yes, still serious and something we all should consider. Are you cool or a fool? Well, I guess the first thing we need to do is make the definition, get the definition of both of them. So I looked up the meaning of the slang term cool, and it means someone who like themselves, know themselves. It's not the same thing. Have a relaxed attitude toward life, are open and accepting toward others, have the guts to take a stand, are honest but not hurtfully so, dress in an intentionally way, even if that way seems unintentional, know interesting things and or have interesting habits, are anti-authoritarian, and they stick up for those who aren't so cool. So, I evaluated myself. I came with I am about 70% cool. I guess I can live with that. Okay, now let's look at the definition of being a fool. The verb definition of it, actions. A fool is someone who is deceived, duped, misled, made a fool of, bamboozled, swindled, conned, outwitted, double-crossed, and gullible. Now, I evaluated myself again with the definition of fool. I have played this card, being a fool, sometimes, so many times. I personally got 100%. But I have to give myself credit because 95% of it was when I was under the influence of my addiction. Now, I know we have some sobers out there who think, well, I am not addicted, so I am probably at 10% guilty of being a fool and 95% of being cool. Yeah, right. Listen, to be honest, everybody plays the fool more than they think. They are either blinded by false senses of love or their own rose-colored glasses they see themselves through. Now, in my opinion, which of course I do have one, the biggest fool ever is someone who will not admit their downfalls to themselves or others for that matter. People that try to come off perfect or they have it all together, I have news for you. It just makes your flaws more noticeable. Because anything that tries to appear perfect, the slightest imperfection is even more noticeable. I mean, have you ever went to put something on and the whole outfit looks great, except for that spot in it? Guess what? You notice the most. Guess what you notice the most? Although it's just a speck, your focus never leaves the spot. Well, this is how it looks when you are acting like a fool. Only it's the opposite. Everyone sees the fool part, the majority of the outfit, and cannot see the real you, the tiny spot. My friends, we all could use some work on bringing up our percentage of our cool factors and lessen our percentage of our fool factors. And believe it or not, as usual, I think I have the answer. Of course. Which is another one of my cool factors. Or am I just a fool that thinks I have the answer? Don't answer that. Well, anyway, here is my answer. The coolest factor you can have is when you sympathize with the person that is showing their fool factors and show them their flaws in a cool, loving way. Now, that is really what I call being cool. Because if you do this right, they will see their foolish behavior in the mirror reflection of your cool. And the fool would have to realize that they just got an education on how to be cool and eventually graduate from the school of fools and have to receive their masters of cool, all because it started with you. I hooked it up pretty nicely, right? I know I'm cool. Well, it wasn't a little lighthearted, but to the point the podcast was. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did and got something out of it too. Well, that's it for episode 6, season 3. Please visit my website, The Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. It's listed on the screen. Please feel free to post on blog, share thoughts, and also feel free to chat. Contact information is on there also, along with a lot of great music. Also, come join us on my Facebook group called Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. It is a great place to be, a lot of great inspiring posts, and just a great group of people to chat with. Let me know your opinions and thoughts. And also, if you would like to be a guest on the podcast. Thanks again for joining me. Talk with you again very soon. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye-bye.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I ways that I can. And the wisdom of endurance. Here we go. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I slept. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Well, no, 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 no. Ooh, said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I'm tired of this shit. Tired of it. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, it's the detox. Oh, no, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I would never do it again. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, no.